Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we have Operation Ice Steel ahead of us. And I gotta tell you, Commander did not have ice or steel in his veins coming into this mission. In other words, he spent some intel to get this thing done. The reason being, I value this scientist that we're trying to escort out and rescue, and I just don't want to take any chances, even though we have yet another scientist that we could pick up over with our intel package that's available out there for us to get. I like the idea of, I think that puts us up to 4 scientists if we get them all, and I just couldn't pass that up, and I thought that was worth intel, especially on this kind of a mission where we're all, except for our shinobi, revealed at the start, which makes it challenging to begin with. Now I'll tell you what would have tempted me if it was a large map. Then things might have been a little more spread out, but this is a standard map size, at least no sit rep for large maps, so I felt it might be a little bit too crowded, even though we have a good team along, and I spent the intel. We'll see if that comes back to haunt us if I can't expand as quickly as I desire, but I'll tell you, I like the idea of 4 scientists. Now I'm counting my eggs. I already caught them, but now I'm counting them before they hatch. So I don't know well, who knows? And all else I want to say is some of the comments there saying, you can handle it as is, you know. Commander dialed back the hubris and decided to play it safe because such important individuals were involved, namely a scientist. Having early speed on some of our research can go a long way in aiding us. So this is what we're going to do. We're heading down to Patrol Zone, or the Advent Patrol Zone in Grand Prairie, and we are going to start escorting right now.
Menace 1-5, target coordinates incoming. Secure the VIP and proceed to the evac volume for extraction.
Okay, looks like
Advent already knows we're here, so your position isn't concealed for the extraction.
Yes, Bradford, as I was saying, it looks like we have a rooftop, not a rooftop, but a rooftop evacuation site. Now, as far as the map goes, we are kind of in a corner section. How far do we go? So it's not, like I said, it's not a huge map. I think what we may try at first, just to get us across this open area, is I will get a number, at least our sniper and our grenadier, I'm thinking, to try and maybe get one of those rooftop sniping positions and see if we can deal with it that way. There's ladder access over here. So let's see, Anaconda, I'm going to have you... Yeah, since we're near the edge of the map here, I am going to have you take the first look on a blue move up on the roof here and see if we see any drones or whatnot. Hopefully not exposing us the very first turn. And doesn't look like drones are an issue. Okay, so this is that weird courtyard building. I don't necessarily like it because there can be some weird line of sights from across here that see up onto the roof over here, and then there's skylights. So not my favorite building, in other words. Let's. I'm going to continue pushing you on this first move.
I see the bastards.
Okay, yeah, bastards they are. And we're looking at a gunner, trooper. So this is more of a base level squad and no extra hit points or anything fancy like that right now. So at least we see some, and so we can figure out exactly how far we might be able to move. So I cannot come that far. I can come pretty far, but to be quite honest, if they wander even a slight bit toward me, I don't necessarily want them to see me. So this is what we shall start out doing. In fact, Max, yeah, getting you to the edge here for potential sniper shots. I like the flexibility this roof gives. We'll keep you yeah, at least a couple steps back, because if they come down this way, they're going to step towards us a little bit. So I am going to try and get you in position. Well, yeah, but here, if they step a couple steps towards us, we're gonna be seen. So let's just play it a little bit safe here. The other option, well, if they wander, then they get out. Well, we're bringing you up to the roof to take advantage of
Already there.
our roof position and have you set. Now we can look at maybe keeping some others down. Let's see. We've got you. I think I might even set you here, Maltese, on Overwatch, and then I'm going to bring you, like I was talking about. I don't know that I want to look down into the skylight. Yeah, I hate skylights. But with this pod here, that's 1/3 of the map. What are the odds they're down there? Right? Question being, and there's railings here, so if they wander and take a step this way towards us, they hopefully aren't going to see us. And I want you nearby so we might be able to launch a grenade over that way.
Affirmative.
Okay, we were able to tab through that, so that's a good sign. Then we're going to bring you here on Overwatch, just in case somehow they wander towards us and we become exposed.
Scanning.
And then my running gunner can get this far forward, but once again, yeah, that's like a step too far. So I'm going to bring the running gunner here, so we have the potential to use you. They would have to come a couple steps towards us for you to be seen. So
I heard you.
we're taking a chance. We're always taking a chance. And then our VIP, oh my lord, we're not taking you that way. We'll keep you right here. Nice and hunkered. And they're coming. They're coming towards us. They're kind of moving towards us, and at the same time, kind of moving away, too. So that looks like that may be the pod, since they're slightly behind the vehicle here, that we're going to have to look to try activating. And my question becomes, can I get a look at them from here to see if they're sticking out behind the vehicle? Well, and hopefully no one's too close, because even that would expose you down in the unknown regions here. Like I just said.
I'm an engineer, not a ninja. I got Advent troops here.
Yes. As you told us, you're not a ninja. Oh my god. We activated the map other than the original pod that we found. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8. We know where most of them are. Well, the good news in a way, the sectoid jumped down. The sentry is fleshable. And the question is, where'd the other guy go? Where'd all the other ones go? So he's technically fleshable, but then there come up the ladderable also. So that's probably a very dangerous play on our part. And they scatter. Okay, so we got a trooper that scattered here. So they scattered a long ways away. And then there's two over here, the sentry. And so someone's got to be down below, because I'm only seeing 4 of the 5. And I did not know where, so I'm assuming the other one scattered down below like the sectoid, or it's out of sight. So if I fleshed here, I'm really worried about something jumping up that ladder at us. Wow. What do you have that you can give us? A 60% there, 57 there. Not amazing, because we were not able to set you. by being aggressive on our first move. And, yikes.
It's still moving.
Now the problem is, if we come out to flank this guy, we know there's another pod right there, and I do not need 8 coming against us. Holy moly. Maybe we can launch a grenade over here, and you're flanked, so we will, because you should be able to hit this guy. There's a chance we can at least get damage on the vehicle, so if we need to do another grenade to make it explode because it gets used as cover, then maybe this is not a bad play. Except if these guys become on yellow alert, you really should, even though it's only half cover, you really should take some cover. Now let me see if I step back. That's max, so I kind of gotta step forward. Kind of gotta. Now, is there a way to do what I want to do and jump down into what would then be full cover if things don't work out? Yes. So maybe that's the way to do it.
Affirmative.
Now, depending on how far these guys are here, well, they're going to know. But we're going to try centering it right on the guy so we have a chance to take him out.
Prawn cocktail coming up.
And we took him out. And the vehicle's just looking fine and dandy there, but the other pod did not become activated. Well, you damn well know they know we're here. So part of me says we keep you right where you are, sectoid. We bring you a little closer, so even a shotgun Overwatch has a chance from here. And I don't feel, well, unless we get an angle to here where they are, maybe that won't be such a good play. But for everybody else, we're really out of position. Let's see what you have. How far could you move? Well, let's face it, you can't get into line of sight of anybody either. What I will do is let's bring you here, see what, you'll see them too. So I'm going to take the chance bringing you here just because it's full cover, at least where all those guys are now. It could become half cover if this guy gets aggressive. But we're going to come here and see if we activate that other pod now. Well, that scared me when I heard that voice. I thought for sure they were activated. Oh wait, they are activated. So the pod that came here was activated. So he's exposed. So that means I'm feeling, can we get you over here? It's only half cover. Oh, and you still can't see him. I just kept you too far back for that ill-fated Overwatch that was not needed. So the other option, and that's not a guaranteed option, we're going to come over here towards the gunner using our run and gun.
This way, 가자.
And what is, well, that's not bad. We could probably get a better shot. Yeah, that's a better shot. The other one's not half bad either. Except it's not a guaranteed kill if it hits. And it really isn't if it misses. So now that's guaranteed that we bring you over here. Oh, not you. Here, I thought it had gone over to our... Jeez, oh Pete, pay attention. There we go. Now it makes sense to bring you over here to Overwatch to protect Sectoid from the gunner.
On Overwatch.
And now I'm thinking, I know where the 4 are. I'm fleshing. It does bring us down closer to the unknown, but I'm a fleshing. No, we did not get the reveal animation. And you just got unlocked the corporal. And there they go. He's running away. And he went for the full cover shot. He's running away. So they're all running away. And they're going for our full cover dude, thank goodness. Except, what are you going to do? Looks like mind control worked. So we have a need to deal right here with the sectoid. Now, I do not have anything in any way, so we may need you to give some extra movement to us right down here since we're out of position. So that may be what we end up doing. Now, what are your options, Maltese, if we give you extra movement? And it would be shots. It would mean he's in dang good cover. I do have the flashbang right here. So maybe what we do, we just flashbang the sectoid with you, Carlos.
Attacking over there. Smoke out.
And that gives Anaconda a feeling, a big sigh of relief. And Anaconda can do the flesh magic once again. And I also have a Grenadier if we need it to finish the job if she doesn't get a kill on this thing. So Anaconda, I'm bringing you up just because it's full cover and this direction on the map seems to indicate. Now obviously your flesh chances, believe it or not, go up if it was a longer run, but we're still going for it just because we do, or maybe we do launch a grenade from this angle just to make sure the flesh really does. And this time we will. See, when we see the citizens, we avoid them. I feel a lot better that the flesh will happen and to take out the sectoid. And let's do it. Sectoid have anything? Yes, indeed, the sectoid did. And what do we get? An Illyrium core, which is really a good pickup. So this is where I do believe. Now I could. I thought that it's so tempting with that extra move to bring you right here, Maltese. Because even one move doesn't get you into position, so you're only going to have one shot from that position. So you do not get to take advantage of locked on. Well, not this turn, but you'll be in full cover. And sniper-wise, do we have any lines on those guys in the back? Absolutely not. So I feel like we need to, well, what we could do, though, is get up here to hollow target one of them. And so we'll at least do that.
Let's do this!
Oh, except if I want extra movement, it's either a hollow target or not. And so I guess I want the shot this turn. We are in full cover. We're going to risk being shot by the gunner. But I need to give you that extra move. We need the teamwork to get you up to this full cover position. So that's what we're going to do.
I give you strength!
It's like, I grant you extra movement, like you're some god.
Alright, I'll go.
Now we at least get you into that full cover position. It's not going to be necessarily an amazing shot because he is indeed in full cover. And with that in mind, I think I'm going to go for the gunner is what we're going to do. And maybe, since we only have one shot, this is where we do take the walk fire with a slight chance. I mean really slight chance for 5 damage. So we did hit, just not a kill. Oh, that was nice. Actually, that was quite a nice hit. There's not much more left to do except move you into full cover and hunker. Alright, that was a pretty hefty miss, to be quite honest. And that trooper doesn't know where the heck he wants to go. So now, I'm kind of thinking we can flank. Nobody's on Overwatch because the trooper did a lowly trooper kind of a move. And I'm going to bring you in cover just because.
I hope it's worth it.
Well, we're going to try for the flank for the win.
Looks valuable.
So good job, Maltese.
There you go.
We're liking the aim on your weapon already. And we got some more loot. Now, it's kind of feeling like it might be a fleshy move. And Carlos, you're probably itching in your boots to say, no, send me, Commander. I want to shotgun. Well, the risk with this move, whatever we do, is something could be down the road. And then there could be a reason they pulled back, right? Could be. So we have one more grenade. I wonder if we can reach that far.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I thought I clicked on the grenade, apparently not. Okay, so we can send a grenade over here for a potential kill. Or not, because we're not exactly centered on him. So the question is, well, if there's only one other pod, we're going to hope we don't need the grenade. We have lots of good running gunny, all sorts of choices.
Coming up.
Didn't take him out, so we will indeed need to press forward. So I think what we're going to do is, Anaconda, you're going to take the call. I'm going to push you through for the flesh on this side, just because we're nearer to the map edge here, so I'm thinking it's less likely that you'd be flanked if you expose. One can hope. And the music went quiet. That's a good sign. The music calmed down. So what we're going to do now is slowly be inching our way forward. Our exit zone is still over here. We still got to get there. And this is not the most amazing position with which to and where to put you to snipe and help us.
Here I come.
But we'll take the take the time, because it may not be a great spot to shoot from to reload, and then what we'll do is we'll see about bringing the team. We may keep our sniper here a little bit. We'll see. What I'm going to do is just run you up here, Carlos. Get the loot. Get that out of the way.
This is good.
And
I
a
got another
perception
pack.
PCS, very sellable. I'm going to bring our escort way over here with this full cover, and let's see if the last pod wanders into us. Alright, so it does not. Now we are all exposed as we're moving forward, so that is the challenge we're going to have. I think what we do is we first of all go wide, and I'm going to go wide with full cover here. Reinforcements are yellow, so we can't dilly-dally too much, but at the same time, I do not. Insectoid, we didn't, you know, I was acting like we had run and gun available, and I don't think we did. What I'm going to do, you'll have it next turn. We'll just run you nearby and kind of get ourselves recollected a little bit.
Ammo here.
Reloaded, recollected, whatever you want to call it. We'll get full cover here. And then we need to get you caught up, Maltese. So, yeah, we'll run you.
I'm all over it.
So I'm gonna hope. I'm a little nervous about bringing you to the edge, but I'm gonna hope we don't have a pod that's come towards the noise over here.
Tired of waiting around.
And so far, so good. And then we have our no longer a grenadier over here. Now we have a little bridge we might be able to cross with the two of us. Let's peek.
Copy that. Eyes peeled for the prone.
Eyes peeled.
Okay, we have no clue where the other force is, so we're going to start with full cover. We're going to take full advantage of it to peek. Not this time. We're bringing you up here, Carlos, also. I want to get my... Yeah, I want to get you over here. Where exactly do I want to get you? Now, I guess I need to do it blue move at a time. You'll have to run next time because you need to be reloaded.
Back in.
That is highly important. And I'm thinking of, at the moment, to keep you guys here one more turn because you'll be able to cut across on this bridge should it turn out to be okay. And then we'll get over here to the pole to get up on the roof. So I see that as get over here, make sure they're not in the building. Then next turn, get on the roof, make sure they're not on the roof. And then get motoring because at some point that'll turn red. Yes, at some point it will. One more turn, like I said.
Eyes peeled for the prone.
Moving to Overwatch.
Okay, we have a sound cue now. They could be down below, or we can see them now and we know where they are. A sentry. Is that 2 sentries?
Advent troops spotted.
Holy crap! Is that the sentry? The sentry boys? That's like 3 sentries that just popped into our sight. That's pretty amazing. Well, actually it's not, but wow. So they're all down here. They might be able to pop up over here. So I'm kind of thinking your running gun is back now, Carlos. So I'm thinking haul buns.
Boosting.
And I am also thinking getting you in the neighborhood for flesh. Probably not a bad idea too, in full cover. And then we have a scientist that needs to be well protected and not peeking around the corner. Okay. Who else do we have? We have... Actually, it would be good to have you in this full cover in case they decide to come up and be seen. Right there. Then we have you. And right now, you can also be shot at by these guys who are deadly. So the question becomes, do I take the shots and lower the count so it's only one shot taken against you? Maybe what we do is we shoot here, but the problem is you just have an SMG. Now I'm sad that we don't have any grenades left. Does anybody have a grenade left of any type? I do not believe we brought a lot on this mission, and no, we did not. Because I said, yeah, the Grenadier has them all, but we burned them early. And probably the one on the sectoid I didn't need to burn, but I didn't want to toss a grenade if I needed it with, you know, our shinobi right there. So I'm going to possibly, since they're both 90%ers, this is all half cover though. If I try to take a flank shot down below, oh, it's not a flank shot either because he's in cover. So forget that move. I'm not risking you, Averoth, for that. And the question is it worth me risking you staying there for the shot, or is it better to pull back and live to shoot another day? I can see you there, but it's least full cover, but against 70 aim soldiers, I don't like 2 shots against you in that case. So instead, I'm bringing you here at squad sight range to maybe help us out coming up. They might still be able to move and shoot.
Go, go, go!
But we'll keep that in play. Somehow I feel our odds of surviving are better doing that. And full cover, I don't want to go down there because then that's 3 shots against us. So I want to kind of stay up here. And they have a ladder here they could approach us from. It's not going to be much in the way of Overwatch.
Eyes peeled for the drone.
I'm on Overwatch.
Affirmative, covering now.
And they're coming for that ladder, and they're still taking a shot on the sniper. 35%.
They're all over me!
It's a miss. I'm glad we came to full cover. Okay. So they should be, yeah, they are overwatching now. The only advantage here is we aren't steadied, but I definitely have a shot. And we're going against this guy at 75% to try and break the overwatch with some kind of a hit.
This looks interesting.
Okay, that's one way to break the overwatch,
You want some
is
more?
just take him out. Yes, it said, the pop-up said overwatch removed. No duh. Now, here's where we could. The problem is we then, well, let's get a sense, because we have enough moves potentially. Flesh can reach. We got run and gun back. So if we see the problem is we're going to be potentially running Overwatch. So maybe what we have to do is, since you have lightning reflexes, we just can't get you far enough down below. Oh, yes, we can. Barely. We can get you far enough down below for a run and gun flank. And if there's a guy, the other guy's overwatching down there, so be it.
I hear you. Coming.
And we see the guy. Oh, wow, he's way over there. So that's... Oh, no. That's probably the worst place he could have been. So before I take this shot... Holy smokers. can't flank him. I'm a step short from flanking him with Averoth. Ah, freaking step short. Let's see if you can reach on a flesh. No, you cannot. We can get a pea shooter flank shot. We do flank from here. And we also have to hope beyond hope. And the hope is beyond. You cannot get a flank shot on that guy. So here I thought I was all fine and clever, but I sure as heck did not expect him to be there. I thought he'd still be over on this side somewhere. Stay strong. Sectoid. Stay strong. Now, this is where we come here, and we are going to be dangerously exposed, all because we cannot make it far enough for flesh. So half cover against that kind of a guy, but odds are he's probably going to shoot here. So can we hit him? Yeah, we hit him.
Not gonna do it.
This is when you want to have red fog in play, but we don't have it. So I think what we got to do is we got to keep him flanked, so maybe he doesn't shoot by pushing you up here.
Rolling out.
He still may shoot, but we have to hope we got him freaked out enough. And all I can do is hollow target. We're going to steady our weapon in case the other guy who moves. I'm also going to bring you here, and we're not going to take this shot because it's full cover for that guy. We're going to overwatch you from him being flanked and having to move and cross our fingers.
Eyes peeled for the pro.
And here's where we take our blam blam and at least hopefully get rid of one of them. Here, I'm going to say it anyway because I thought of a potential other play is being able to stun the other guy, but it only would have been 80%. Then I could have come down and flashed, but then I would have had two folks exposed. So that I don't know if that would have been a safer move or not, but it's a moot point now because this is what we're doing. And can we get our guy? I don't know if I want to get our guy that far this turn with a sentry. I think we'd be out of range of that guy. So this could ruin the whole mission if we're not. Oh wait, this is better.
Missed the target.
Now we get shot.
I need help.
All right. We took hurt. We took 2 hits. I'm really upset now. Reinforcements coming. Carlos, fortunately, those 2 hits, if we're lucky, still count as a minor wound time. Oh, he's overwatching. Yikey. So what we got to try and do is walk fire away, even if we don't kill him, and get rid of the overwatch.
Big deal.
Okay, he's stuck to the ivy now. So at least, Sectoid, for the injury, we're going to let you pick up the loot. Woohoo!
I got another pad.
A data pad,
Doc
that's
is on my
helpful
side
for
today.
intel, to give us intel. It's a source of intel that we spent here. And a scope. Now we're going to do this move, which actually does not even get him out this turn. But there shouldn't be anybody else that can shoot at him. This is the hope. And the rest of us got to get motoring to the evac because the reinforcement timer can turn red at any moment.
Got it.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Come get some.
Multiple hostiles advancing on our position.
Okay, the reinforcement timer has indeed turned red. So at least the scientist will not be prone to an accidental shot. So that's a good thing.
This is Firebrand. VIP is secure.
And let's see how far everybody can run. Because if we can guarantee, and is there a ladder up? There's some kind of a thing here. So yeah, I think what we'll do is rather than try to set up with overwatches and whatnot, if I get you here, because you got some fair movement, hopefully we can run everybody out and not have to engage.
I'm back in. I'm covering.
If we are in a position like this, I'll put us on Overwatch.
All right, I'll go.
Just in case, because we can still get out next turn, and they still should be not early enough where they can
Come get some.
land on Overwatch. Now, as a sniper, you aren't going to be able to Overwatch,
Move, move, move.
and we'll have you Overwatch from up above, because then, yeah, you'll be able to make it out.
Aye, aye.
I am! I'm yelling! I'm yelling at you! Yelling! Yelling! Can you hear me? Yelling!
Who you yelling to?
Eyes peeled for the pro.
Okay, 2 dropped.
Bucket heads detected.
Happy now?
And now, essentially, only 1 dropped. And now, we get the hay out of here.
It is clear.
Who's the farthest? I think you were the farthest, but even you can make it out.
I'm on my way. I'm all over it.
Aye, aye.
All right, goodbye, map. We did take another injury, so once again, I think that's 2 injuries in a row. Hopefully we can start cutting down on that a little bit.
Coming up.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
All right, team. I like the enthusiasm on this poster. Even though only one of us actually has the enthusiastic pose, everybody else is doing the cool pose. And I like the close-up look of this particular one. So we're going to keep it as it is. Burn it all down. Tolerance is a sign of weakness.
I think we need more dead aliens to get the effect we're going for.
Our enemies would have you forget the injustice
Alrighty.
of the old world. Forget the violence.
Only a 60% shot percentage. And yes, I'm speaking over the speaker today.
We remember.
Anaconda dealt most damage, most attacks, max grapevine. And let's just see. We know who took the most damage. Carlos sectoid most under fire. He also moved the furthest. So good job for Operation Ice Steed. Other than the injury, which I don't expect to be too long. Let's go find out. And also, look at our aircraft. What I'm going to try to remember to do.
Finding success in the field. It's good for the entire crew's morale.
Okay, Carlos, sectoid won't be out for much longer than the 12 days our 1 tick hurt because you have lots of health. So the wound overall, even though you took took more than our prior soldier. You're only out about the same time. So 14 days goes by quicker. Told you it'd be a weird day with pronunciations. Quicker than you realize. We're gonna anyway, I got interrupted with the aircraft here. I'm gonna try and remember with some of the different designs that have been submitted to change the look each day. So if you still have a design for the I keep wanting to say Avenger, but it's a Sky Ranger, right? Isn't that what it's called? Help me, please. And we'll try giving it different patterns that have been submitted so far on the Discord. And remember, you can still do it if this motivates you to go submit a design. So anyway, Sectoid, let's get you promoted. And you know what I'm going to do is, last person got close and personal, but to be quite honest, our assaults do dole out a lot of crit as is without this perk. So it's not critical, but what is useful is to have at least one, maybe two, with a trench gun perk. And it really, probably the most common or useful place I have in my mind that I've used it is, say, on a tower mission, which we have not done yet, where the multiple shots are nice. So we're actually going to give you the trench gun on this one. I want at least one of my guys to have it. Insectoid, you got it. Max, Grapevine, here we go. Damn good ground. Well, I think your aim's been sufficient. Now, usually what we do, and the reason I have both these marked, damn good ground, if my sniper has iffy aim from the start, I would probably pick up damn good ground to give the guy extra aim and defense. So I'm not going to on this time because you've started with decent stats. What I'd rather do is give you center mass to make the shots of yours that are hitting, and a lot have been hitting, do more damage. I don't think you need extra aim because you started out so well, and the aim progression on the sniper is one of the best anyway. So since your aim's already good, we're going to bypass damn good ground. We're going to take center mass for you. And you'll get other, your aim will progress nicely, and you started from a point of strength already. Alright, Anaconda. We're up here to combatives, so you may parry melee attacks and counterattack with your melee weapon and gain 10 dodge on top of it. So combatives is it. We aren't facing a lot. Well, I guess we are facing stun lancers now, so that's the type of enemy whose melee attacks you'll be good at parrying, for an early example. And finally, we got Avaroth. You've only been on 2 missions, and we're already getting you promoted. And we haven't picked out exactly how I want you to go yet. We kind of looked at these perks, but I may at some point pick up a rapid deployment for somebody because it can kind of jive with some perks that others may have, but I'm still liking the needle grenades so much early on that I'm going to do it just for that. I was even thinking you had needle grenades. I wasn't even paying attention, but we're going to pick it up and destroy less loot, especially if we're working to pick up Vulture. We don't want to destroy loot where we can help it. And then I'll try to remember to go in and look at the rest of your loadout and your build and get that marked up. Alright, there we go. So Lyrium Core is very convenient, although we did pick up Lyrium from our crate mission where we took out crates from Advent. A data pad is good because we can do research on that, and now that we're going to have extra scientists, I'll feel less concerned about taking the time to, research a data pad to give us some more intel back. And so there we go. The PCS is low level, so it's potentially sellable for us. All right, there we have a new scientist. So that's really exciting. It'll help our research speed. You'll start noticing, especially when we pick up even the next scientist and have 4 already. That would be amazing. That just excites me to no end. Then we can really focus on gaining another engineer or 2 on future episodes or missions. So let's head into the armory. Yes, it is that time. So we got our 12-day and 14-day wound times hitting there. Let's hope we don't grow the infirmary anytime soon. But we are going to talk about one of our soldiers again. It is Machine Hater this time. So let's take a look at this backstory today. In the early days of the Resistance War, a small group of XCom agents raided a lesser protected Advent facility. A collaborator gave them info that it would contain a large amount of supplies. As the facility forces were slain, it turned out this collaborator was wrong. Actually, it was a testing facility where hideous experiments were performed on captured civilians. Our operatives found only dead bodies, but one single surviving individual. He had been tortured and traumatized and suffered from amnesia, obviously as psychological self-protection. He claimed that his name was Armin and could not remember any surname and only fractions of his childhood. Not sure if he was lying or speaking the truth, the soldiers had mercy with this tortured soul and did not dig too deep into his mental wounds. Certainly, a guy with rough edges, as every human suffering from PTSD, he was quickly accepted within XCom ranks, as he turned out quite skilled with heavy weaponry and even more ambitious in seeking violent revenge on the invaders. In fact, Armin seemed very nervous around any machinery more advanced than a toaster, and that quickly gave him the nickname Machine Hater. His comrades assumed his animosity came from the interrogation devices in his prison. Funny, though, that he would come to wield a heavy machine gun and listen to a band called Fear Factory whenever he spent time in the gym. He never opened up much, just one time, on a night with a full moon, after he and his brothers-in-arms stole some beer cans from the Avenger janitor's private supply. With tears in his eyes, Armin showed the scars on his legs, self-inflicted with a rusty nail during his last night in captivity, while waiting for the relief that only death can give. There was written, "Auta iloma aura entulava." When he turned silent and refused to say anything else, while delving in torn memories, what would the strange words mean? One of our specialists just has to bypass the Avengers' blocked access to the internet. Well, one of our specialists didn't, but Commander got curious. And it turns out Armin, Machine Hater, may have a love for Tolkien in some point. Who knows? I think this might be Elvish. Auta iloma, the night is passing. Aura entuluva, day shall come again. So the night is passing, day shall come again. So, Machine Hater, let me know if my internet research has found the answer. All right, so there is our backstory today. Reminder to anybody, we have spots on the Discord page. There's a chapter just for these backstories. So if you're inspired to do a backstory for yourself, I mean, your character, obviously, feel free to head on over to the Discord to post it there, and I'm happy to read it on an upcoming episode. So, and just as a note, if you've left one on comments, it's easy for me to miss those. So that's why I recommend heading over to the Discord to leave your backstory. It just makes my life a lot easier, and I'm less prone to miss any backstories. Okay, as you know, so I see one Haven advisor I see too. So we have our Haven advisors. So really we got to find missions and not forget about our other scientist out there. And I'm going to keep on going in Western U.S. Vigilance is at 5 with Strength at 3. But I'm wanting to find, and there's our scientist, I'm wanting to find another lib chain mission. So let's just keep searching here, guys. We have no other missions out there yet, and that's the only way we're going to get our guys promoted.
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
I had high hopes for the Resistance under your leadership, Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
All right, so we got 3 techs researched last month, and the guerrilla ops, we did 7. We got to try and keep up that pace and even up it if we can. And still, no chosen found.
We have learned new things, new tactics to be used against the Elder's servants.
All right,
if you would order it, we will make it so.
Thank you, Betos. We don't have a sergeant yet here that we need. We don't have a staff sergeant here, so we still can't do those. We could see about sending some soldiers out if we think we could afford 3 to pick up 18 ability points. Chance of failure 50%. Obviously some of these things could change. So there's an option if we aren't finding enough missions that we can do readily, but I prefer to do missions if we can, as opposed to covert ops. So let's search just a little bit. And we're finding missions down where we aren't, and it would be one that we could rescue a defector. This is a liberation chain down here, but it's only 4 days, and this is not where I'm looking to liberate. So another mission I'm going to end up ignoring. And what have we got here? Find a lead. It is going to be very lights, but it does have enough time where we can get a proper team for a very light mission. Once more, it's Intel and Intel package. I'm going to see about putting together a team for this one, and we're going to see about doing it as we wait patiently for a lib mission. And we got enough soldiers. Everybody's in the barracks now, so even if a liberation chain mission pops up, we should have the bodies to be able to take it on, even doing this one. And we do want to expand, so we still need more intel. And we will be back as I pick out the team. All right, here's the team. At first I was thinking getting intel, we'd need to hack something, but no, this is a sabotage transmitter mission once I started looking a little closer. And we do have to evac with a flare, and we can infiltrate just fine on this one. We probably will not boost in this instance. We're doing the 10 to 12. You can argue, yeah, we could boost, but then we're really not gaining that much intel and just, I guess, doing a mission for the experience. So if things should change, but we're at strength level 3, and things won't change even if it goes up to strength level 4. They're pretty much the same for baseline enemy activity. So this is the way I'm planning to do it. Team of 5, it's going to have to be go, go, go kind of missions. I have a lot of area damage guys, technical, grenadier, potentially even area suppression with machine hater, and then a little sneaky to help us since there's going to be a lot of enemies to try and maybe pick our way to the target and then get this thing done. And we have a lot of firepower: assault, grenadier, gunner, technical. I hope it will be enough. We did switch out for machine hater. He now has an advanced expanded magazine, so hopefully some of that suppression, if we end up having to use it, he'll still have more than enough ammo to get that done for us. And other than that, we're ready to go. No extra PCSs or attachments to the guns for everybody on this one. We're gonna go like this. So shredding is pretty much done via grenades. That's what we have for shredding. We don't have much other than that. So I'm gonna keep rambling and thinking of something to say if I don't just stop it now. So let's go infiltrate.
Ranger deployed. Menace, ready to deploy.
All right. So we do have to be very aware of this one over here. What we're going to do is scan some more for a live mission. I just feel it's coming. I know it's coming. I hope. Free captured rebels. A rookie, a resistance personnel, and another rookie. Well, I want more resistance personnel, people. I don't need to. I don't need more rookies. Oh my goodness, my lord. So, well, let's think about this. Operation Choking Jester. Oh my goodness, 10 days. So we're gonna get in here and do it, and I still think we have enough team members to be able to do this one and a lib mission should it come up next. So let's get in here and make it happen. It is a large map on this one, so maybe the very light will be spread out more than on another map. One can always hope. And we'll be back with the team we're taking in just a moment. All right, we're taking a full team of 6 on this one. Normally, it's not a regular thing I do on jailbreaks. I don't always take a sniper, but since we can fit a full team of 6, I could have brought more if I wanted to, but 6, we don't need to overdo it. Is good enough for me. We're bringing out an extra rookie. Admiral, looking at you at a potential, I can't even remember now, I think a gunner candidate I was looking at with your decent 70 aim. So we're bringing you out to get you a potential promotion there. Other than that, we got Dave the Alien Grinder as our specialist, so he can hopefully hack open those doors for us and get us something good. We got Maltese along with his bondmate Max Grapevine, and the two of them, I took away the AP ammo from you so I can spread it out on more teams. We have AP ammo on our sniper. You do still have the laser rifle on this one. We have Joker along as our gunner, and we gave you, or you still have our basic expanded magazine for now. And then we have Lucian the Gamer with our needle noses and boosted cores, our heavy ordnance. Not boosted cores, but heavy ordnance, so we get extra shots with our grenadier on this one. And there we go.
Sky Ranger deployed. We're in the pipe. 5x5.
Okay, so we still have time. It says 43 hours. I think that's counting down. So that's something I got to keep an eye on. We're going to go one more time, hoping that we can pick up and get, you know what, a lib mission. Let's try it again. 3rd time's a charm. Aha, we also got some training done. So we got Lex, a Boomer Shrapnel back as a Ranger. And we got Nefertiti, no relation Jones, back as an Assault. So very good. We need more. The new soldiers come at a good time. So that's good to see you guys out of training. We'll think about putting, I think we have a couple more we can see about putting into training also.
The proving grounds are ready, Commander. We can build the Skulljack whenever you give the word.
Okay, let's just at least look at the proving grounds. And let's look at what the projects are and kind of what they cost. We can build a bolt caster, we can build the Hunter's Axe, Shadow Keepers, Frost Bombs. So there's all sorts of things. Also hazmat vests. Might want to build, I like the idea of having some of my technicals wearing these since they play with fire. It can sometimes be helpful. They don't have to worry about burning. Alloy plating is really nice. It takes an Advent Trooper Corpse, 10 supplies, and 3 alien alloys, which at the moment we have 41 of them, so that's not an issue. But I'm not, to be quite honest, and they're so tempting. I want to start building them all right now. I'm saving our supplies at the moment for when we are able to get to the black market, when we go get that scientist and see if we can get up to the Vulture. I think it's another, what, 53 that we need as far as credits to be able to pick up Vulture. So that's what's going on in the back of my mind. If I can only now get that lib mission. And let's back out of here and see how our engineers are doing. At 7 days on this debris, and I can now well, at least put the one body back in over here to keep excavating. Got to keep everybody busy. Got to keep them all busy. And this can take, I believe the Proving Ground is able to take extra engineers. Is that what it is? Yeah, open engineers are available there. So that's where it'd be nice to get some extra engineers somewhere along the line. All right, let's get back out there. And you know what to do. Let's scan. Could it? 3 freaking days. 3 freaking days. Well, let me go see. It's a ranger. Well, we could pick up a soldier. I was kind of hoping for an engineer, to be quite honest. It is one where we have to escort out, I believe. I know it's a concealed start, so we have to rescue a defector on this one. Yikety dikes. Once again, 3 days. I don't think... I'm going to take a look and just see if even with boosting we'd be able to do it with a proper amount or a proper team. 10 to 12 is what the baseline is. So I'm going to take a look and we'll be right back. Yeah, so the answer is no. I can't even fit out 2 without having to boost. And there's just no way I can sneak this one through and make it happen. So once again, we have to be sad and move on. So let's go pick up this extra scientist so we can make ourselves a little bit less sad.
Avenger plotting new course.
And we got a new mission coming up. And what's this one? Uh-oh. Hack the hidden resistance computer. Attack Advent counterinsurgency ops. And what this does is it counters a dark event, which we don't see right now. And so this one, I think we will give it an attempt to take it and do it. It also gives us 28 intel in the process and counters a unseen dark event. We get more vision to the dark events if we can ever find the Chosen out there. But right now we have no vision. And since we have a decent timer for this one, I think we'll give it a go.
Setting course for the Western U.S. precinct.
All right, so we'll be right back once again as we pick out the team. Okay, so we have a team of 6 that we're taking out on this one just because that very light worries me, and we have decent infiltration timer on this one, so we're going to make use of it. We got Special McList along, since this is a hack the hidden resistance computer mission in an abandoned city. Anaconda, you're our shinobi. Look out on this one. We got Boomer, newly promoted a ranger, is along. We gave him some AP ammo. In fact, I gave a couple of us AP ammo on this one just because we don't have any laser weapons, so I figured we'd offset that somehow, perhaps with better AP ammo. Not that we're seeing a lot of armored enemies right now, but maybe this one will be filled with drones. Who knows? Nefertiti, no relation. Jones, you got your shotgun now. Let's see if you can make good use of it. We got Laser Master as our sharpshooter out, as I said, with AP rounds. We also gave him a stock. I'm not trying to equip a lot of paraphernalia on the weapons because a lot of what we own right now is base level, and I'm looking to sell that so we can pick up Vulture. So that's why you see light. We took Commander ZigZag on this one. What the hey? He's got a couple grenades, and we'll see if somehow even Commander can help this team out. So let's get infiltrated.
Ranger
in position to drop.
All right, we are going to get in there. And there we go. Now let's get back to our scientist before we don't need this special package to disappear.
Avenger plotting new course.
we might not be able to do this one. 5-day timer for a smash and grab. You know, I don't think we have a lot of individuals available. Let's just go at least check the roster. But I think we're getting to the point where I don't know if I have enough ready soldiers here.
Mexico.
I just don't think we have enough ready
Commander,
soldiers
I'm getting
here.
faint traces of a signal coming through. Someone on the ground is trying to reach us, but I can't make it out. Keep your eyes peeled for possible contacts down there.
Yeah, I'd have to go rookie heavy, and I'd only be able to maybe with this infiltration take 5 at best. And it's not the perfect team for a smash and grab per se. You two I was going to pop into training, but maybe we take you out instead and see how you can do for us. I don't know. What's the timer we're looking at? 5 days? So, no, that's only like a 4-man team, and we're not getting it done with that many rookies for a smash and grab, because I like to take out 6 just in case, because if there's 6 crates on a smash and grab and you only have 4 folks, you're giving up loot. That's why I always like to take out 6, so we're going to pass.
Avenger plotting new course.
Get Advent's attention? No, I am not going to try and get their attention. Not until I have more havens that we can spread that attention out to. So we're going to pass this one. Even though it's a doable timer, we're not doing this one.
I take it this was easier than your last procedure, Doctor.
Central, Commander. Yes, I find the process to be far less disconcerting when the subject has already expired. The results, however, it's best you see for yourself. My autopsy of the Advent captain has confirmed the existence of an implant, similar in design to the unit I extracted from the commander. But there are differences.
What kind of differences?
The data you see is being pulled directly from this Advent captain's implant. The sequence here is essentially you, Commander. Or at least the tactical information they were processing through your mind. As you can see, the data is nearly identical.
They were using you against us.
Yes, however, the Advent data shows signs of decay. Removing the commander from their network has likely caused significant damage.
Network?
Yes. What we're seeing here is a psionic network. These implants are capable of receiving and transmitting information, a great deal of information, somehow encoded in a stream of psionic energy. My working theory? Advent uses this network to augment the tactical readiness of its troops, as well as disseminate orders from its central command. Observe. Even in the subject's diminished condition, the implant continues to have an effect. A truly astonishing achievement.
Or a weakness.
Potentially. But I need direct access to their network to know for sure.
I'm guessing that won't be easy.
We'd need an active link. And that would mean hacking a live Advent officer.
Like I said, not easy. Still, it's the best lead we've got. Your call, Commander.
Okay, I've always loved that cutscene and the story it tells. We do need new research now. It is new research time. Combat armor is inspired. Is now the time? It means we got to spend some supplies that I don't necessarily want to spend just yet. So I think we can hold off a tiny bit more. Oh, that's 20 days. Although it'll shorten when we get another scientist. So I think we can get by without battle armor too. I'm actually going to go and an Illyrium at 7, hanging in there. We're going with the sectoid autopsy first and start getting a path. So when we're able to do that also, advanced to psionics. Now, advanced laser weapons, what are we missing? More Elerium crystals. So, it may be, okay, well, it only takes one day. Let's do the Elerium core and render that first. I would love to be able to sell it, but we need Elerium crystals right now, so that's off the table for sale right now.
I will begin our research immediately. I certainly admire the courage and tenacity displayed by our troops in the field. They face a well-armed, well-trained enemy, and yet they never waver in their loyalty to the cause.
You know, Tygen, if you had stopped talking sooner, I could have told you we got you another scientist. Reduces time by another 17%. We're hopping over to the black market, see if I can roust up enough funds.
Avenger plotting new course.
Market is open.
And let's see what we have to sell. PCS defense, selling it. Suppressor, selling it. Oh, we're lucky. They're very interested in these two items, so we're getting more money than we normally would just for those two items. Let's get down to those, like hair trigger. PCS Psi, I'm thinking we'll probably end up selling perception adds 4 aim 2 expanded magazines. A laser sight. What are we up to? 45. It's not quite enough. Emergency life support 55. I think that might just do it. Let's hang on to everything else at the moment while we check. It gets us up to 152. 150 hangs in my mind is what we need. So, let's... And I'm not even going to look in there to see what we need to buy.
Commander, we currently have no new supplies coming in.
I
We'll
know.
need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
I know, and we're hoping we will do that. But right at the moment, Vulture, oh no, 150 supplies. Oh, we don't have our sergeant yet. We don't have our sergeant yet. Well, this is, what else? Well, we're going to need to sell more anyway, so we might as well get above what we need. So if there's a research we got to pay for, we can pay for it. So let's just get back out there, sell the rest of, since we're at the black market now, sell the rest that we have available.
Market is open.
That we say we want to sell. Advent Officer, no. A couple scopes, base level scopes. We're going to sell. The data pad I'm keeping for now. I have +3 aim. For the moment, I'm going to hold on to the +4 aim. And I'm thinking size down the road enough where I'm going to sell that now to give us another 40. I don't think I'm going to go with any other corpses or anything else like that. And, uh-oh, wait, I didn't sell it. I have a habit of doing that, getting everything lined up that you want to sell. There's our 40, and I fail to hit confirm. Okay, so...
Setting course for Mexico.
I didn't think I clicked there. I was just kind of moving her. Okay. And I don't really have, as we had talked about, a team to put out, although I had pulled from the Haven, so shame on me. Let's get a couple of you. Drummix, we'll put you in one. Whoops, Drummix, we'll put you back in one. Make sure you're loaded out. And you're good enough. And we'll put your bondmate Blue Jay into one. Make sure he's got loadout. And we do. At least the loadout I desire, and there we go. So these are both taken care of right at the moment, and the question becomes where, oh where? I can't scan up here. I don't really have the personnel. Strength 4. We pop back up to strength 4 down here. I think we'll just, I have nothing really to build other, well, it'll help us excavate faster, but I need to make contact. Let's go check what contact is. Haven 4, Haven with 4, Haven with 5. Let's just go check the cost.
Commander, as of right now, we don't have enough intel to get a solid bearing on the local resistance forces in that area.
Need 107. Yeah, that was the one that was reduced, and thank goodness that one was reduced because it's got Yeah, it's got more Haven personnel, not by far. I prefer 6, but it has more Haven personnel. What's this one looking at? Haven 4. This one only costs 80 intel, but once again, it doesn't have much in the way of Haven personnel. So our intel now is at 48, so maybe we're going to end up rendering. So I guess we're going to just scan here to try to help us excavate a little better, because until this mission comes up. I usually don't like doing this, but we shall.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander.
All right, new research there. We got ourselves 15 crystals now, so we're in much better shape there. And what are we looking at? Advanced laser weapons. We might as well pick these up now. 2 alloys and 10 Elerium crystals. We can do it without cost. 7 days.
I foresee a number of valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
All right, let's scan at the skirmisher headquarters again till our mission comes up. Advent retaliations. Advent are retaliating. These are quick response missions that you should not ignore. There is a full retaliation which, if ignored or lost, destroys the Haven, and job-specific retaliations that will kill the rebels on that job if ignored. Your Haven advisor will be available on the mission along with some rebels. The Chosen will appear on this mission. In Long War of the Chosen, they respond to XCom activity by taking part only in retaliations and the core story missions, black sites, etc. They will not appear on other missions. Their goal is still to gain knowledge about the location of the Avenger and assault it. Beware. Defending against that will not be easy. So, we need to view this mission. 1 day, 2 hours. This mission's coming up really, really fast, so I may have to call off one of my other missions just to make sure I have proper folks to work on this for me. So that's what's going to have to happen. Now, what I'm going to do is probably take this off camera and figure out which one of these I feel has the teams that I would like to cancel on this one, so we can get down here for the retaliation. Little blip in the plans right now. The reward is unhindered operations and no fear of retaliation. This is a protect the data tap mission, and it expires in 1 day, 2 hours, so we got to get to it fast. So pretty much what I'm going to do is pause this episode here, go off camera, figure out which mission I'm going to cancel up above, and then figure out the team we're going to take and have available for this one. And I forget who I put in here. It's Jay Robinson could be down here, or else it's our Shinobi, Drummix. One of you two, if y'all can remember who I put where, is going to be part of this with the rebels, and then the other team I put together will be working to help out also. So this is our first retaliation. Well, this is technically a precursor. When you have to protect the data tap, this prevents the full-on retaliation. So it's here and now. That's probably why the strength all of a sudden popped up to 4 kind of out of nowhere as they're getting ready for this thing. So anyway, hope you enjoyed today's mission. There's always a lot going on, isn't there now? The good thing about today's mission was the pickup of 2, count them, 2 scientists, that having enough funds to purchase Vulture, and maybe if we're lucky after this mission, we'll have our first sergeant. We can go ahead and boom, pick up Vulture. So let's cross our fingers. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching, and I do hope to see you next time.